welcome to the show. I'm very glad you could be here. It's almost noon on Wednesday, June 2nd. What we're going to do today is look at a few counties here in southeast Idaho and see what they did during May for their real estate concerns, because that's what we're here for. That's why you all tune in to my weekly show. Weekly market update of southeast Idaho. I'm supposed to use a lot of code words or keywords, whatever you call them, in order to get this to show up on your Google feed faster. So code words, keywords. What do you think? Give me some keywords to say. Southeast Idaho market update /analysis / goofy looking dude. Okay, well, we'll get started by shrinking me over to the corner where I will stay for this length of time. Where I generally work, Bonneville, Bingham, Jefferson, Madison, and Fremont Counties. So that's what we're going to look at. I don't see any reason for me to go any lower because Bannock County's got, and that surrounding area has its own MLS that while we pay for it, I generally use it sparingly. I don't work down there that much. I've sold a few things, looked at a couple of things for people, but we've got here Bonneville, Bingham, Jefferson, Madison, and Fremont counties. Then we'll look at their data, go down that list in a minute. But look at this. For the month of May, these 5 counties had a combined 225 properties close. That's closed. That means they've changed hands. They've been recorded with the counties, with the states, with whoever they need to be recorded with. These have legally changed hands. They've closed. Someone's got a new house. 225 people now have new homes in southeast Idaho. Bonneville, Bingham, Jefferson, Madison, Fremont. I say it over and over again. Those are my new keywords. But 225 properties. That's awesome. Fascinatingly, I'll show you that. 4+ bedrooms, 129. So the bulk of these actually have a lot of rooms. I've been seeing, because I'm looking for a 4+ bedroom house for a client. I think everybody is, right? And so trying to find them in these areas is possible. It's just that don't we all just want to live out in the woods somewhere, maybe on a farm, a lot of space. So anyway, 225, an average of 19 days on market. I think if you can see here, I'm highlighting this 318. One house, which was over 1.5 million, was on the market for almost a year. That's going to skew our numbers higher. So last month we were about 14 days, so we've got an extra 5 days thanks to that one, skewing our data just a little bit. It's really, really interesting to look at some of these numbers, especially the ones that I'm going to go down and show you. The 120 to 140 had 2 total properties on the market in May, 11 days on the market. I would assume faster, because you see down here 180 through 199 had 4. But this 160 through 180 had 24 days on the market. So these have a good combined, pretty long time on the market, which is kind of fascinating to me to see that. I would really see those going a lot faster. That means something. One of these 17 properties that are under 200,000 could have sat for any number of reasons before they were put into pending or under contract status. I'll never know exactly what those reasons are because, gratefully, we don't disclose that information to each other. You don't need to know. I don't need to know. I don't want to know, because if I know, then I have to tell everybody. If there was a leak in the basement, now I gotta know. Now I know. Everybody knows. Adverse material facts. We can talk about those. Yeah. 35 properties between 200 and 250. With an average time on market of 24 days, which is great. Just seeing a really good shift here. The 750 through 999, 63 days on the market. Yep, so just got a couple of changes there. One, I have no idea what house, because these are single family and condos sold. That's what I'm looking at. Single family and condos. One under 30,000 was on the market for 2 weeks. Remember, these sold, so they closed 100%. Nothing was taken off the market. Uh, so these aren't taken off the market. These are not anything where they are canceled, expired, or anything like that. These closed. So these are definitely 225 properties that were closed and had an average time on market of 19 days. Well, my more interesting information right now is our financing. May versus April has a lot more diversity in the type of financial use. So 49 are in cash, 129 in conventional. It means we still have more conventional financing than anything else. But I'm going to do that math real quick. We're all still concerned that those cash buyers are coming in out of nowhere, California, and they're buying everything up in cash. Well, 20%, still 20%, 21.78%, 21.8%, 22%, somewhere around there. But it's only about 20% of these purchases are cash buyers. Conventional buyers could still be people coming in who have higher budgets and are approved for higher amounts. Yes, we could see that in these conventional loans as well. You're approved for $500,000. You're after a $350,000 house. You could go up to $500,000. It's not necessarily something I recommend. Just pushing to the top of your budget. I don't think that's very smart. But it is something that you could be seeing that could definitely be part of that. The push that we're seeing with houses going over their asking prices. We had some RDs, wraparounds, and owner carries this month. That's weird. I don't see them a lot. I don't like to participate in owner carries or wraparounds. Well, wraparounds aren't so terrible. But owner carries, but we had a good deal of VA and FHA. So we had about 40 of those. And 5 RD, which is cool. RD, that map is truly a wonderful, wonderful gift to see exactly where your property sits, just inside or outside that rural development section. Like Idaho Falls, it can be a block in or a block out, and it can ruin an entire transaction. I know I don't like to call them transactions. It sounds so impersonal and like it's just business. It's a very emotional thing. Yeah, but we got a lot of good stuff coming up for those. I'm very, very happy to see these conventionals. I like the government-backed loans when you have that security. You know who's insuring those loans, who's backing those loans. And the VA, VA RD, no money down. It's great. The FHA, 3% down usually. Sometimes, depending on where we are, you can borrow that half too. And conventional, we are seeing lower down payments on those. Traditionally, 20% down, of course. And the owner carries and wraparound, I'm not going to get into because I don't love owner carry. Anyway, move on to the third portion of this. Oh, it's so exciting. Look at that. While we had 225 properties close, 370 new listings, single-family condos, between May 1 and May 31. That's great. That's awesome. I'm going to pull up the report as to how many came on in April, but that's not something that's generally very important right this second. I just want you to know that there's a lot that came on the market during this time, and we will start to see those close. Some in cash could have closed. In cash, you can close within a week if everything works. I'm not saying that cash will always close within a week. Please don't take that meaning. But it's possible. So we could start seeing the closing of some of these 370 in June now that we're here. I'd really, really love to get a bit of that and really find out. We had 370 new. Let's see how many close in June. So we can definitely check on that. That's neat. Our median sold price for May, $355. Average sold price, $387, $880. Not going to go over the difference between median and average because this is not third grade math. So, but at 19 average days on market. But really, really nice is our $87 million worth of volume total home sales sold dollar volume. I'm reading slowly, and that's fine. But 87 million, we had a lot of worth of property. The volume is fantastic. 225, that will, of course, get us that number. I want to see how that works out. 272, 940, divided by 387, 880. Wow, it worked. Sorry, it did. Sorry, it worked. Yeah. Root. It worked. Round that up. Math. I'm going to disappear for a second. I will come back. Don't worry. So Bonneville County, as you see, we do have our update for 531, which is exactly what we needed today. Median estimated value 268. Remember, value is calculated using their RVMs or AVMs estimated value. Theoretically, this is where RPR puts together a quick and rough estimated value based on some comps in the county. So it'll pretty much find Bonneville County here and make itself an average, right? What median, not average, remember, third grade math, what that average is for the entire county there. Up almost 2% in the month, so May was up about 2% over April, and year over year, 23%, 12-month change. That's awesome. So this is here clearly. This is one of the more interesting and the one we're really looking at. Sales price, volume, listing. What do we got? So our median sales price for public consumption looks like it's lowering, whereas our median sales price for the listing is going up. So listing prices are going up. Maybe these values are going down. It's not really all that interesting. It's the volume here that gets you. Sales volumes are all over the place. But look at that. That's a relatively flat line. We're not seeing too much change in that. Median price versus listing volume. Gonna just gloss over that and hit this housing tab. Now that you can't see me, you can't tell what I'm doing. Hiya. It's my face in the corner though. What do we got? Because I want to see my own reaction to the numbers, seeing them for at least the third time today. Our median estimated home value for Bonneville County is still sitting at $269. It's a 23% year over year, 12-month change, with a median list price at $319. Remember, people, as I say every week, this is going to take a little time to catch up to each other. Your estimated home value is based on comparable sales. So the list prices go up, and within 3 to 6 months, and then 9, and then 12, your values start changing in hopefully a positive direction, because we're seeing a list price 40% increase in 12 months, minus 5% decrease in the 1 month change. So May had a 0.5% lower. It's statistically irrelevant right now, I would say. Bonneville County still a little bit behind the bulk of Idaho in median list price there, but well above the U.S. average, which is fantastic. We've got huge increases there in value. And again, we'll see that value rise for a little bit as we see these appraisals come in and the sales comparison approaches used to tell us what these are worth. The rest of this information has not changed. These three: median home age. We're down a little bit in permits, minus 1%. Change values up for all buildings, so that will include your commercials. Median list price and listing volume. We don't have as much on the market. See here, where I'm doing this mouse click, circle here, but the value's up. Well, the list price is up. It's just easier to say value, sorry. So this, we're seeing less on the market, but it's going for more. So we could easily, You do not want to get to the point where you're selling two houses for $5 million each to make up $10 million. You would much rather see, I'm not doing that math. You would much rather see 100 homes than 100,000. Is that anywhere close? You know what I mean. You would rather see more on the market at stable prices somewhere in the middle than you would a lower amount at higher, because that means the industry is healthier long term. There's nothing wrong with our health right now, but that would be better to see. Prices range, yep, square foots, sizes, ages, number of bedrooms, but still 817 building permits issued, so we are seeing a lot of building throughout Bonneville County, Idaho Falls. There's a lot. I know people really aren't happy about that. They do not want to see all this building. It's simply because this is still theoretically a small area to have so many people in. Don't want to see all that go away. So what are the counties we're looking at? We had Bingham on there. Just show Bingham real quick. Internet working? There it is. 221, less than 1% change. 20% 12-month change. And what do we say? We know that value and list price are eventually going to meet themselves there. So 305 median list price in Bingham County, which includes Shelley, Blackfoot, and Fort Hall. Yep, not too much change really going on here. Most people own, houses are there. We've got a 60% increase in 12 months. Really, really close. Wow! 60% increase in 12 months change, 9% in 1 month change. Cool. That's awesome. That's amazing. Let's see where else I want to go. I'm going to go north just a smidgen to Jefferson County and see how that works. Numbers are still the same there, low in volume, high in price. Jefferson County, 327, a 2% gain in value over last month and 17% in 12 months. Ooh, amazing. Amazing numbers we're seeing here, folks. Now I know what you're thinking. When are we going to get to see that really cool guy in the corner again? Boom. Hello. Hey, median list price 378, value 327. As we said, this is not a ne'er the twain shall meet. They're going to get back up to themselves eventually. So I'm using my desktop to provide light right now because it's not good for anything. Can't get the volume. Microphone control to work when I record. I can't actually hear anything. I'm praying that after I speak for 20 minutes here or more, that I can hear it. Anyway, 17% 12-month home value list price 12-month change, 45%. We're still doing fantastic. Jefferson County is above Idaho's average, and obviously well above the U.S. average increase. So I say, oh yeah, housing industry is insane. Like 12%, 12-month increases. We're at 45. You're seeing nearly double your value. Double, half. And yeah, I never got like you see those ketchups or mustards. They say 50% more. It used to be 12, now it's 18. I don't think people understand. No, that's a Facebook post I see a lot. We got a lot of permits coming up. 80% owned there, 20% rent. Rigby, could be renters in Rigby, probably what it is. Mostly in the Rigby area, I would say. A little bit of Ryrie's in there too. Ryrie kind of straddles. Again, obviously, median list price versus listing volume. Houses are expensive. On average, they're not that bad. See, I mean, we're getting up there. Remember, your U.S. median estimated home value and the list price. There are so many areas throughout the U.S. where your listed value really could be $30,000 because this is going to include everything. Whereas the first sheet I showed does not include manufactured housing. There was no way for it to let me select that in the report that I show. So you're really not going to see those really low priced and land sales, 5,000 for land sales. This says housing, US, these numbers could be everything that is housing, which is fine for the purposes of figuring out our values. But in terms of comparing it to the US, yes, all these averages will include things that will make this US average of 140 seem incredibly low. And it's there's going to be some things to skew these in all directions. But house prices, median list prices are up. Volume is down. That's what you need to know. I'm hoping we can find an area where it's the opposite. Yeah, you're giving me data here. Permits, so we're still going to see more building in Jefferson County. What's north? What's next? Remember I talked about how they're like all puzzle pieces that fit together to make those squares. Madison County. Internet working? And you can look at your homes there while the internet's trying to do its thing. Madison County's not changing much between from April to May last month, 0.01%, 0.1%. I mean, a 12-month change of almost 20%. It's at 288. I mean, it's doing fine here. That's great. Yeah, that's neat. Boy. Sometimes this is not the most engaging information, but I am trying to present it to you in a way that is. Still sitting 288, so we're not really going to see that change there. Median list price 155. So again, those are going to meet each other in the middle. No 1 month change because we did see that both of these were at 288 and 155 last month. But our 12 month change is at 63%. 63%. Our list prices in Madison County are up 63%. I'm going to say it so many times because it's an important thing to know. You know, where you used to get I'm not doing this math. You used to get $100,000 in a house. Now it's like 3. Don't make me add math. It's 163. You know what I mean. Permits are down. Value is slightly down in all buildings. Again, this includes all buildings, not just, housing. So all buildings related to housing. Slight dip there. So, median list price in Madison County peaked and fell a little bit and now has plateaued for a month. No plateau in terms of the volume just yet, but a slight decrease. So for at least a month in Madison County, which includes Rexburg, so we can see that on the map, and Sugar City, so kind of one city right there. Slight decrease and plateau in the price, but the volume is down. It's an interesting trend. That is one to watch. Rexburg, because of its, try to find the right word to do that. Rexburg is home to BYU, Idaho, which creates a healthy rental market. That's why more people rent than own. There's a lot of buying there that's going to be used for investment purposes, and seeing the volume go down means we're probably at a point where people are happy with what they own in terms of either money, return on investment, what have you, for whatever reason. But I think we might see a slight decrease in that turnover. And permits, obviously we're going to see a few single-family homes come soon, 159. And we're going to see these counties, median estimates, head to Teton County, everything's worth a lot. It's not much, but it's all worth a lot. Clark County's not worth anything. It's only 305 homes. No idea. So here we'll move on and find Fremont because that's the last one that was on that list. Really fascinating. Fremont seeing a little bit of dip. I'll be just right back. Seeing just a little bit of a dip in itself. It's got St. Anthony, Ashton, clear up just almost to West Yellowstone, because that's Montana. It's a weird shaped state. 248, it's a decrease 2.5% up there, but a 12-month gain of 9.73. Sales listings prices versus volume. Woo. Median list price versus listing volume. The list price is way up. Volume is way down. That's simply, I think, what you're going to get. This is, I mean, people do obviously live in St. Anthony and Ashton and Island Park, but the further you get out there, a lot of it does seem to be more vacation-y homes. This is all protected land and parks with a road through it, so it's not too bad. Hey, 12-month gain in value of 10%. These actually don't have too much of a nice difference. 12 months change here. Fremont County is seeing 151% gain in list price. Wow. That's as better than everybody else's. And most people own. Some people will rent out. See? 20% renting is probably count for the vacation homes and stuff like that. But it's 150% increase in 12 months and 50% increase over 1 month. So, yeah, there is a lot of increase in the price, but there's not a lot on the market. So like we see everywhere, we're just not going to get too much of that. Wow. But that 150% increase in list price over 12 months. I blame Yvonne Hawkins. I say blame, but that's going to be great for everybody's value eventually. She is the queen of up there, selling everything out there, high prices, because she's the best and she can get it for you up there. I do Idaho Falls. I'm the best down here. I don't want to tell you, toot my own horn, mainly because I no longer own a horn. No, wait, I do. I have a trombone with a kink in it, so it doesn't really sound great. Anyway, so that's what we're seeing. These are our market updates. Looking at the market, isn't it fantastic? Well, you know, I finished my Captain America read-through. It was good. We got one more issue in the current era. I'm not feeling where we are, and so I don't know who's taking over. I'm moving on to Black Panther, reading a couple short things in between. And I'll do that. I mean, if you get to the end of these videos, I'll do a small comic book review. Captain America has a dang decent run, almost fantastic at points, and a couple low points between 2005 and 2021. I mean, I think it's 2004. That kind of real maintaining of its quality, like trying to maintain value in your home, you know. There are ebbs and flows because that's what the market does. And as we know, our values are based on what others sell, which makes it hard, where the quality of a comic book is a little bit different. There you go. Well, you know, going on that, starting Black Panther's modern run. Coats on that. I don't know. I haven't dived too deep into it. He's got some great artists on board. The concepts never seem bad, so I'm going to give it a try. I bought it all digitally last year. When Chadwick Boseman died, they put every Black Panther thing on sale for free. So that's where I'm going next. I missed y'all last week on Thursday. That's my bad. I went to the new museum, well, the Museum of Idaho's new exhibits. The Animal Body Worlds is amazing. The Way Out West is really cool. There's a mammoth, saber-toothed tiger, or a mountain lion, at the very least. You can hunt one of the elephants. It's really cool. I called it an elephant, whatever. So I'm very happy that you managed to stay with me through this entire thing. I hope to see you on tomorrow, actually, because it's Thursday. Should be able to get Thursday rolling. Tomorrow, we'll figure out what to talk about. I've got some ideas, and we'll get that running. It's 12 o'clock now. I've been talking, minus about what I'm going to cut out for about 30 minutes. And I'll see you tomorrow for the fun. That is whatever I'm going to talk about. See, watch. Gotcha. You were looking the other way. I know I was. Well, it's great to be here. I'm glad you joined me. I'll see you tomorrow, and then Friday we'll pick a restaurant. And nothing next Thursday. Wednesday market update. We'll do a little bit about what the market was selling and how it was looking, what prices were doing on Wednesday, but no Thursday because I will be leaving incredibly early, probably to go down to the hot springs to meet my family. And I'll see you all next week. Have a great one.